Hello there, beautiful people of the internet. Now, I know what you're thinking. This guy doesn't even look like he's 18. How is he quitting something after 20 years? But I assure you, I am in my 30s and I would show you my driver's license or something, but I really don't care that much. So, the point of the video today is to kind of share with you my experience. And hopefully, maybe there's some people out there that have a similar experience and, we can go through it together. But basically, I have been smoking, weed and tobacco. Like, I've been smoking the bong for, 20-ish years now, since I was like 13. And I finally decided, it's time to, kick this habit. I feel like it's been holding me back from a lot of stuff in life for a very, very long time, and just kind of, just keeping me down. It's just been like a problem in my life for as long as I can remember. It's like if I want to travel somewhere, I have to, either be able to bring my bong and my weed, or like find a dispensary in the area and find a convenience store and get all the necessities when I go and travel. And it's a headache, and so long story short, a few hours ago, I guess like 5 hours ago at this point, I decided to chuck it in the garbage, because the last week or two I've tried to kind of just like quit while still having it in my vicinity. And I was like, oh, if I feel like smoking, I'll just go have a cigarette, or I'll go smoke a joint or something. But it obviously doesn't feel the same. Part of the addiction is the ritual of it. Actually, smoking the bong. Yeah, I feel like such a loser like explaining this all, but this is the whole point of the video, is to get this out there and hopefully other people can relate. And if you feel like as much of a loser as I do, maybe this will be, some sort of inspiration to you. But, basically I've had it around and I've been trying to quit, but it's just like nothing is as satisfying. You go and smoke a cigarette and it's like it tastes gross. It doesn't feel the same or whatever. Smoke a joint, same thing. Doesn't taste nearly as gross. It tastes okay, but still doesn't satisfy. And it made me realize it's not even the head rush anymore, because after doing it for like 20 years, you don't even get the head rush anymore. It's the ritual. It's the habit. It's the packing the bowl, smoking the bowl. It's the whole combination of things, right? So earlier today, I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna actually do this, I just need to chuck it in the garbage and move on. And so like it's not like I cleaned it and like put it in a drawer or something. I just literally put it in a garbage bag, took it outside and tossed it in a dumpster kind of thing. So that hopefully that helps. And so kind of phase one of this whole plan is quit the bong, because that is kind of the thing that I feel like I'm most habitually addicted to, and I'll explain in a bit. And then we need to quit tobacco slash cigarettes. And then step three is maybe just quit weed, quit marijuana altogether. I mean, um, like earlier, I felt like I'm craving a bowl, I'm craving the bong, so I went outside to smoke a joint, and I feel like it didn't do anything for me. It's not even like the THC or the weed you crave at a certain point. It's literally just the ritual, just the act of filling the bong and smoking the bong. So um, yeah, even smoking a joint didn't even do it for me. So like maybe eventually like step three is like quit, weed, quit marijuana altogether. Um, but I do kind of like the act of just like smoking something, like putting it to the mouth, inhaling, exhaling. You get this big cloud, looks cool kind of thing, but So a part of me also wonders if maybe that's like a Sigmund Freud kind of thing. Like if you've ever heard or studied Freud, he I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he said like males or babies in general just have this like tendency to like put things in their mouth, like if not like phallic shaped thing. I don't even know, but it's just like I have this tendency and enjoyment to smoke things, put thing in mouth, thing out of mouth, exhale. It's a very satisfying series of activities, right? So maybe one day we'll quit weed altogether. That's ideally that's like the be all end all, because then I'm not spending my money on it, I'm not spending time and energy on it, so like ideally, if I feel like I don't need it, I feel like I don't need it to relax or concentrate or live my life, then yeah, why not get rid of it, right? But yeah, so that's pretty much the situation right now. It's like step one, quit the bong. Step two, quit cigarettes slash tobacco, and then step three is quit weed and smoking altogether. I mean, I guess maybe if I did want some sort of THC for some reason, like I could get edibles, but like I don't I don't have any desire to like get high. When you're smoking weed multiple times a day, every day for the past 20 plus years, you don't really get high anymore. You just kind of it's just like a thing you do for the sake of doing it. Just thinking back to a few hours ago when I smoked that joint, I was just like, it. I didn't feel anything. I was just doing it for the sake of doing it. You could say what you want. Like you could say like maybe that's indicative of the quality of weed that I'm smoking. But at the end of the day, I feel like the moral of the story is I've been doing it for 20 years, like since I was 12 or 13 years old, and I'm now 33 years old. So I feel like it not doing anything for me is pretty believable, if you know what I mean. But we'll see. So I decided, what am I doing with my life right now? So why did I make this video? Why am I putting it on my channel? So the thing is, for the past 5 years, I was the YouTube channel manager for the company that makes Paw Patrol. That is not a joke. I was literally the guy running the Paw Patrol YouTube channel. And so when I started working there, it was about like 300,000 subscribers. And by the time I left at the end of last year, I got it to like 8.5 million or something. And then we opened up a bunch of different international channels like Spanish and Portuguese and whatnot. So basically, my claim to fame is I got the Spin Master and Paw Patrol YouTube network to like 10 million plus subscribers when they started at like under 500,000. I think it was like 300,000. But anyways, that's my big claim to fame. And back in October, they basically let me go. They laid me off. They figured it's more cost efficient for us to just outsource the YouTube stuff to some third party company. Steven and his YouTube team have built up the channels to a point where we can just outsource and save a bunch of money. So, I think that's what they decided to do. I should probably delete this part of the video in case in case I get into some sort of legal trouble. But anyways, so time goes on, and I've been looking for work. I got a little job. I started a job last month at another company doing kids entertainment, like kids cartoons on YouTube. Very, very big name brands that I don't want to mention because I also I'm not trying to burn any bridges, but the job didn't work out. Like it was half of the job was like YouTube analysis stuff, like analyzing competitors and whatnot, but the other half of the job was like very like reporting heavy, like Microsoft Excel. Like you really need like an accounting background to kind of do the stuff they wanted me to do, and that's not my skill set. So that all kind of fell apart. So where are we right now? We are unemployed since October of last year, and we're still trying to figure things out. We're still trying to get a real job, but it's also just like, what if we can finally do the YouTube thing? What if it blows my mind that like in 2025 there are so many ways you can make a living and provide for yourself that don't involve working a regular 9 to 5 job, that I feel like an idiot that I haven't figured out one of these things. Part of not pursuing the YouTube thing had to do with getting these full-time 40-hour-a-week jobs that demanded a lot of my time and attention. And it's like, well, after you work your 9 to 5, you don't want to come home and do the YouTube stuff. You really have to have like a huge grind mindset to do the 8-hour job and then come home and do the YouTube stuff on top of making dinner, doing chores and laundry, and it's a lot, right? So here we are, a year later, almost a year later, after getting laid off from the Paw Patrol YouTube job, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure out what I want to do for a living. So, YouTube could be it. It could be, but I figure if this is a unique experience that I have that I can talk about, that's honest, it's from the heart. I've been trying to do like the get rich quick schemes on YouTube, like steal other people's content and upload shorts and do like funny animal clips and stuff like that. And it's just like stuff that like regurgitate like everybody does it, stealing content, regurgitating it. But yeah, the get rich quick schemes aren't working. But yeah, just a little update. Here we are. It's day one. It's been about five hours since I tossed out the bong, and I'll keep you guys updated, I guess. I tossed it all out, so that like there's no possible way I can, like, if I wanted to smoke a bowl from a bong, I would have to go to the convenience store, buy a new set of glass, and go through that whole rigmarole. So it's like, if I really hate myself and I really want to fail, sure, I will go and do that. But I really want to succeed. So I think, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow I feel so like sick and, going through withdrawals and just like I feel so garbage that I don't even want to make a video, but I'm going to try. We'll try to do a video every day, kind of just talking about the experience and talking about how things are going. But yeah, that's a little bit of backstory on why, like, how we got here, where we are now, what we're doing, and why. And yeah, maybe if you want to comment, ask me some more questions or whatnot, I can elaborate a little bit more. But I think this is a good first video. I think I'll check in tomorrow, let you guys know how things are going, how I feel. Maybe you can relate to, the day 2 stuff as well. But this is day 1 after, trying to quit smoking the bong every single day, multiple times a day for the last, 20-ish years of my life. Since I was like 13 years old. I'm 33 now. I've been doing this since I was 13 years old, and I finally decided, it's time to stop if I actually want to get my life together. So, I don't know. Maybe you can relate, maybe not. I'm going to post this on my main, Smash channel just because I don't know where else I would post it. Like, make a brand new channel and literally no one's going to see it. I'd rather, like 5 people see it that used to subscribe to me and leave a comment than like nobody see it. I just want to interact with the world. You know what I mean? So leave a comment. Let me know that you're a living, breathing human being. And I'll post another video tomorrow. Let you know how things are going. Thanks for watching. See ya.